Good evening, teacher and classmates. Today I have the pleasure of presenting my community problem about teenage pregnancy. Next slide, please. Next. Do you listen me?
I'm
Yes.
having problems with changing to the next one. I don't know why it's not responding. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Sorry for that.
Don't worry, teacher. First, I will highlight the main causes of teenage pregnancy. One of the key factors is the lack of comprehensive sex education, since many teenagers lack access to accurate and comprehensive sex education. This lack of knowledge leads to misconceptions about contraception, reproduction, and sexual health, increasing the chances of unintended pregnancies. Another cause is peer pressure, as adolescents are often influenced by their peers and societal expectations. The desire to fit in or seek approval from others may lead some teenagers to engage in sexual activity earlier than they are emotionally or physically ready. Another contributing factor is family dynamics. Given family structure and dynamics can play a significant role. Teens from single parent households or families with a history of teenage uh, pregnancies may be more likely to experience the same situation. Uh, it's essential to mention the socioeconomic factors, considering that poverty and lack of access to resources like healthcare, education, among others, can increase the likelihood of teenage pregnancy. Teenagers from low income families may have fewer opportunities for education, which can lead to early parenthood. Another factor that plays a role is the cultural and societal norms. For instance, in some cultures, there may be a lack of open discussions about sexual health and contraception. Cultural expectations or societal norms may also encourage early marriage and or childbearing. Finally, the media influence, such as movies, TV shows, and social media, sometimes glamorize teenage pregnancy, presenting it as an acceptable or even desirable lifestyle. This can mislead young people into thinking pregnancy is easy or fashionable. Next slide. Now that we know the causes, let's look at the consequences of teenage pregnancies. First, there are health risks for the mother. Teenage mothers are at a higher risk of complications during pregnancy and childbirth. This may include preeclampsia, premature labor, and increased risk of infant mortality. Teenagers' bodies may not be fully developed for childbirth, leading to physical complications. Second, Educational challenges arise as many teenage mothers often drop out of school to care for their child, which limits their educational opportunities and future career prospects. This can perpetuate the cycle of poverty and disadvantage. Third, teenage pregnancy brings economic strain. Raising a child comes with significant financial burdens. Teen mothers may struggle to provide for their child without a steady income or support, leading to financial instability. Fourth, there are emotional and psychological effects. Teenage mothers often face emotional stress, anxiety, and depression. They may feel isolated due to the stigma surrounding teenage pregnancy or face difficulties in balancing the responsibilities of motherhood with personal growth and development. Fifth, child development can be negatively affected. Children born to teenage mothers are more likely to experience developmental delays, health issues, and have a higher chance of living in poverty. These children may also be more likely to repeat the cycle of teenage pregnancy. Lastly, social stigma plays a major role. Teenage mothers often face judgment and discrimination from their peers, families, and communities. This social stigma can negatively affect their mental health and their ability to integrate back into a school or the workforce. Next slide, please. Now that we have discussed the causes and consequences of teenage pregnancy, let's look at some possible solutions. Uh, One important solution is comprehensive sex education. Implementing comprehensive and age appropriate sex education in schools is crucial. It should include information on contraception, healthy relationships, consent, and the emotional and physical consequences of sexual activity. Another effective approach is providing access to contraceptive, ensuring that teenagers have access to affordable and confidential contraceptive methods can reduce the chances of unintended pregnancies. This includes not only condoms, but also other birth control options like pills or IUDs. A third solution is strengthening family support, encouraging open communication within families about sexual health and relationships can help. Parents should talk to their children about the consequences of early pregnancies and guide them in making informed decisions. Additionally, promoting youth empowerment is another effective solution. Encouraging teenagers to pursue education, career opportunities, and personal development can delay the onset of sexual activity and promote responsible behavior. Youth empowerment programs can help build self esteem and decision making skills. Furthermore, community support programs are vital. Community based programs are offering Selling mentorship after school activities can provide emotional and social support for teenagers, reducing the pressures they may face. These programs can also help at risk youth develop life skills that reduce the likelihood of early pregnancy. Moreover, government policies and programs can also be part of the solution. Governments can introduce policies and programs aimed at supporting teenage mothers, such as financial aid, child care services, and educational programs. Providing access to these services can help break the cycle of poverty and teenage pregnancy. In conclusion, media and public awareness campaigns, launching public awareness campaigns to inform teenagers about the realities of early pregnancy. Its challenges and long term effects can help change societal perceptions and prevent glamorization of teenage pregnancies in the media. Thank you for your attention.